for a 4-week break, and
holidays.
Yeah, over the holidays, people visiting.
You were in the Maldives.
I was in the Maldives, exactly.
I was in Indonesia.
Checking up on climate change.
Right. Yeah.
I'm looking out for you.
He had to meet Greta.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And I had to meet Tate.
That's it. Yeah. So like, so yeah, new year, new start, and here we go.
Here we go.
With the show. Good job, man. I think it's hilarious because, like, they have quotes of Joe Biden going on about, like, I can't believe how irresponsible he was to let all those and it turns out he's got classified documents from 6 years ago in 3 different places.
But it's like 10, right?
We don't know. This is the thing. And the thing that, like, and I said this when Trump, remember I said this to you, and you fucking rolled your eyes at me.
Do you have it on tape?
I do, actually. You roll your eyes at me most of the time when I say shit. Anyway.
Sorry, I roll my eyes all the time. It's not personal.
But yeah, like I said about classified documents, they fucking classify everything in
Oh, yeah, so would I, though.
But everything is, but like fucking menus. Lunch menus get classified.
Ooh, I like
and
that.
if they don't get unclassified, they remain classified for, you know, like until they're unclassified. I was reading this article about there's like a beer, there was like the White House was making like the White House chefs were making their own homebrew beer, right?
No way.
During the Obama administration. And they had to, this fucking crowd like did a Freedom of Information Act petition to get the recipe because the recipe for the White House's fucking homebrew beer was classified.
Get out.
I'm not fucking kidding you. I mean, all the documentation, like most of the documentation for the Kennedy assassination is still classified.
It's true, it's true.
60 fucking years later.
Because they know.
Well, they know because they
can't talk about that.
No, they can't because they were like.
They lied.
They lied so much about how much they knew about Oswald and how much they knew about the fucking thing that they can't let it out there because it's all fucking, it's just like exposes all their lies.
Call me stupid for asking this, right? But I'm going to ask. So if you're president, right, can you look at anything?
Yeah,
during
you can.
your tenure,
Absolutely,
during your...
absolutely, yeah, you can.
Oh. Okay. Well, what they don't hide from you.
Well, yeah, what they don't hide from you, because, like, I mean, like.
They.
Yeah, that's like the deep state. And now when you say deep state, but now when you say deep state, you're like a fucking, I'm like Marjorie Taylor Greene or one of those, right? But like I've been talking about the deep state for fucking 50 years. Honestly, I have, man. Since I was like fucking 15 years old, I've been talking about the deep state. And
I mean, you mean just like the political apparatus.
But the deep state was like fucking COINTELPRO. The deep state was MK Ultra.
Okay.
All that shit. You know what I mean? Okay. And all like the Kennedy cover-up and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that was all the deep state. And now, if you talk about that, suddenly you're like a right-wing, like fringe right-wing weirdo. And it's, but I've been talking about like the overreach of the fucking, like the FBI and the CIA and all the
like you're talking about like Fred Hampton and
yeah, exactly, and the 19 intelligence agencies that we have in the U.S. Like, why do we need that? I mean, and again, like I say, they fucking classify everything. I'm delighted at Joe Biden. It turns out he had a load of shit in like 3 different locations.
Why are you delighted?
Because it's fucking, it shows the hypocrisy of the whole fucking thing and the stupidity of the U.S. national security state. Like, they classify everything. They're like, you have absolutely no, like, there's no access to fucking information in that country at all, man.
No.
Like, everything is classified.
If I were any other country, I would just be happy to hear it because I'd be like, you guys are idiots, so we're okay. We're okay, or we're really in trouble.
But I mean, this is the thing they're like going on about, like, they go on about, like, now if you say anything about this deep state shit, which is now like, you know, like it's become a Trump thing, right?
It is.
The deep state's become a Trump thing. But like, it's not like the CIA stopped doing shit like that and the FBI and all those fucking agencies stopped doing the shit like that, like back in the 50s and 60s and 70s.
No.
Because fucking Edward Snowden a couple of years ago, that guy still can't enter the country.
Yeah.
Look what they've done to Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Like this shit is like, it's continuous. It's not new. It's just that, like, right now, it's been framed as this right-wing talking point because these fucking morons, you know, like these fucking Republican morons.
And the media.
And the media have framed it that way, you know what I mean? Like the Twitter files bullshit, right? They now have Matt Taibbi is now a right-wing fucking wingnut.
Well, why?
Yeah, I mean,
why did he get involved with that? That was stupid.
because they gave him the Twitter files.
Who did? Elon Musk.
Twitter gave him the Twitter files.
Elon Musk.
Because they thought he was like a neutral, like he was a neutral.
Elon Musk, you thought he? Okay, well.
No, but they gave it to Matt Taibbi because they thought he was like a neutral. They gave it to Matt Taibbi and Barry Weiss, which God knows, she's a fucking psychopath.
Okay, wait, but
yeah, but that's
okay, I'm
gonna
push back a little on you. Who is they? Because you're talking about Elon Musk.
I'm talking about Elon Musk.
Okay, so I gotta disagree with you there. That to me is like, even Matt Taibbi. What?
No, go ahead.
Even Matt Taibbi would disagree with that. What rules of journalism? Like, why would you take that on from like the billionaire dude? Like, did you see how it got released?
But it's not like he's releasing a load of shit he made up. He's just actually releasing.
And he's like nothing was there.
The actual shit.
And he's like nothing was there.
Who said that?
Matt Taibbi.
No, he didn't.
He did. He was like nothing was really there.
No, God, Jesus Christ! No, I was just watching an interview with him today.
I saw a few things, but honestly, what did he release?
But like they released all the shit about how everybody knew. Yeah. That Russia fucking bullshit was complete and utter bullshit. That Russia like stole the election for Donald Trump was complete and utter bullshit. Again, I don't give a fuck about Donald Trump, but like it's like this for me.
I promise. I personally think that he's putting in his little hand in to rip out the pot of, get at the pot of gold too. Like,
who?
Matt Taibbi. Oh, Elon Musk for sure. What do you mean? Biggest fuck up ever.
I've been following Matt Taibbi's journalism.
Me too. I've been following it too.
20 years.
I was reading his shit. I find him great, but I mean, I don't really understand what's going on. I just find that like it's weird that you would be like, okay, I'm gonna go now to this billionaire dude who's offering to open up the. I just don't think so.
No, I'm not. I'm going like, look at this is like. But these are actually the fucking things that happen, and they're like they're not just showing that Twitter discriminated against right-wing accounts. They're talking about all the fucking Palestinian accounts that got shut down, all the Yemen fucking cause for justice fucking accounts that got shut down, all the left-wing socialist accounts that got shut down.
Elon Musk.
No, but that's coming from Matt Taibbi.
Yeah.
But all the shit got released. They released all the shit. You know what I mean? And so like it's not. I mean. It is just showing like what and how much collusion there was on the part of the government in terms of what they were telling like Twitter to like censor and to not censor. I'm not on the fucking and again now I because of
I'm not making you sound like a right-wing nut.
Because of the current fucking atmosphere, I wind up getting fucking thrown into this basket with the fucking right-wing like QAnon fucking heads, and I'm fucking far from that. But I think that the government altogether is a fucking disaster. I think both sides are equally as bad, and they only give a shit when it affects them.
Money.
And so when it affects them in terms of their political fucking agendas and shit and money.
Yeah, basically.
But like this particular fucking situation brought out the shit to Matt Taibbi, and Matt Taibbi like exposed on both sides, and like on the left side as well, like the Palestinian organizations that have been just completely shut down on this thing, and you know, and how there's like a conduit from, you know, the governments, like not just the U.S. government, but the Israeli government and the fucking Saudi government to Twitter to say, look, shut that down. We don't want that talked about. It's fucked up, man. And I think, you know, and I'm not saying like I think fucking Elon Musk is an asshole, and I think he's fucking like, and he's just like a spoiled rich asshole. Yeah. And his motivation for releasing that shit is certainly dubious. But the fact that he released it, and there's a lot of shit there, doesn't discount the fact that the stuff is valid that was released. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, no, of course it doesn't discount the information, because the information is what's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Facts. It is what it is, right? But I mean, I find him, and I know you're going to get mad with Glenn Greenwald, and stuff. But like, I just feel like they're also just being part of this whole bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. I mean, you know, they've got. I mean, Glenn Greenwald's gone independent now. He's got to make money, so he's going where he's going to make money. He needs to earn money.
Okay, agreed. But he's like, it's like, you know, where is the money? And I mean, it's just like what we say about AOC getting into Congress. But I mean, again, I'm like, it eats you up.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, but again, I'm watching like journalist people that I followed who are outside the mainstream being fucking completely slandered. Guys like Matt Taibbi and Glenn Greenwald and Max Blumenthal and fucking Aaron Mate and people that I've followed for fucking like 10, 12, 15 years.
Right.
Like, and watched their fucking journalism and watched it not really change.
Okay.
And now suddenly they're being lumped in with this fucking right-wing group because they're maybe anti-war. You know, they're anti-war. They're anti this Russian, like Ukraine-Russia war, and you know they get lumped into this right-wing fucking, like somehow.
I mean, not 24 hours ago, he's doing a fucking interview on Fox, and it just.
You know, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah,
okay.
With that fucking, hi, my name's Maria Bartiromo. God, Jesus Christ. I mean, I couldn't sit across the fucking, Bartiromo, Maria, get out of here. I'm not from Brooklyn. What are you talking about? Can we talk about everything that's going on in America with these crazy Democrats trying to ruin the country because they're socialists? Can we? I'm Rita Bartiromo.
When I first got down there, a lot of people, they didn't even know when I was live, and they would bump into me, and, you know, bump into me, and, you know, bump into me, and, you know, bump into me, and, you know.
Fuck out of here. Can't stand that fucking cow, man. Oh, she's fucking, and she's like, she has not improved. Unlike a fucking fine wine, she's not aged well.
I'm seriously crying.
Jesus fucking Christ. She looks like a fucking, somebody left a fucking,
I'm crying, I didn't expect.
You know when you leave like a fucking orange in the fridge for too long and it gets lost back there and you go, ooh, fucking hell, look at that. That's what she looks like, man.
You just made me cry.
Maria Bartiromo.
You just can't even.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I watched the interview. Yeah, and I do. I mean, like.
And that's what I mean. He's shilling.
But here's the point. Yeah, but like they won't have him on any like the MSNBC or CNN or.
He could totally be on.
They will. They didn't have him on, which is why he's on there, because I mean, like both fucking sides, like the book he wrote, both sides are so fucking like dedicated to their fucking party. Like, you know what I mean? Like the MSNBC and the CNN are in the bag for the Democratic Party. I mean, you look at them, you watch them fucking like twisting themselves into pretzels going, oh, this whole Joe Biden thing having documents, it's not the same. It's totally different. I was like, no, it's actually not totally different. Like the way you're reporting on it is totally different.
Yes.
But the actual facts are, documents that were classified were in a fucking place that they shouldn't be.
Well, they were reported.
On this guy's watch.
Well,
on this guy's watch as well. So there were documents that were, and again, to go on the classified documents thing. If these classified documents are so fucking important, right? Those Biden documents were out there since 2016, man.
So who's responsible for this?
2017, sorry. So that's like
who's responsible
6
for this?
fucking years.
Yeah, but who's responsible for this?
I don't fucking know.
Isn't there like a person? It's like
bullshit,
okay, like you know, the librarian calls you with the books, you know. They're on you.
This is the point. I mean, it's all bullshit. I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter. But it's like, again, it's like, I mean, like distracting from what really is going on.
Yeah,
is that fucking people are gonna fucking freeze to death this fucking winter.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like every fucking week, 10 people get shot to death by the fucking cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My only thing with you is, even if Matt Taibbi and Glenn Greenwald, why can't I say his last name? If they are amazing journalists, they might have been amazing journalists before, now, whatever. In the future doesn't matter.
I mean, it's just because like who said that they're not amazing journalists?
Nobody said they're not. I'm not even saying that they aren't now. I'm just saying they seem to be participating in this bullshit too. I mean, this, like, Glenn Greenwald.
In the end of the day,
why can't I say his name? It's like fucking alliteration or something.
Yeah, it's the L and the R.
It's fucking pissed me off. It's, I mean, he's like out there interviewing Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alex Jones. And
I get it.
And I'm sorry. I just think like he's done much more important work.
Yes, absolutely.
And he has a much higher standard of journalism than, what's this bitch's name? The one you're doing? What's her name? Maria
Bartiromo.
I'm not getting over that.
Maria Bartiromo. God, Jesus fucking Christ, that woman does my head in.
Yeah.
And she's been on TV for like a century now.
Yeah, she's been on the news for a while, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
She started in like the.
But a good plateau, hey?
Oh, she started in one of the.
Great career.
She started in one of the business channels.
For sure.
I think she started in like CNBC Business.
Okay. Yeah. See, and like they had like Fox Money and all that stupid shit.
Yeah. She was like a New York stock market reporter. You know what I mean?
You're killing me with that voice.
She's a fucking
that voice.
Anyway, yeah. So
that's amazing.
I just find the whole thing I just find the whole thing fucking, you know, like whatever about. I agree. Glenn Greenwald has like, now you got me fucking up.
That fucked me up. I'm sorry.
He has interviewed like some
and wasting his time, wasting our time.
No, but in the end of the day, like I mean, like he went independent from The Intercept, which he founded The Intercept, and then The Intercept got like kind of bought up by it was kind of like an angel investor came in and put a shitload of money behind it, and then he was beholden to them, and then he quit his own fucking organization because
he didn't want to do that.
Well, no, because they wouldn't let him publish a story about the Joe Biden fucking Hunter Biden laptop, which I'm sorry. fucking 4 weeks before the fucking election, it was a fucking story.
Right,
man.
gotcha. Cool.
You know, anyway.
But you do see why, I mean, okay, I understand.
No, but and again,
the
it is all
thing,
distraction.
It's very obvious, right? Like, okay, this guy, Burisma, whatever, blah, blah, okay, I get that. It's not even a whatever situation. That should be done. But they just want to talk about the fucking dick pics and shit. It's weird.
Well, no, I mean, I couldn't give a shit about
okay.
that. I couldn't give a shit about that. And my only objection to the crackhead part of it
is that they glorify it.
Well, no, it's not only that. It's just I think normally it would be like off fucking limits to bring up somebody's fucking drug issues.
Yeah.
And somebody's like,
Given America.
Yeah, I mean, actually, he's got an addiction problem with cocaine, and that's the fucking thing.
Great.
However, his father is fucking on camera, on record, going.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1. We passed a law with the leadership of Senator Thurman and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that,
but like
you
to not
go
legitimately
to
look at
jail
the fucking corruption
for
behind him getting that job in Burisma, and before that he got him a job in fucking MBNA, the Merchant Bank North America credit card company. He's like never worked a day in his life.
And funny because Biden pushed back against Warren on that shit, didn't he? Because she was all against the fucking the credit card companies and the financial. Yeah, you're actually right.
Do I think it's fucking inappropriate to investigate the relationship Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden have in terms of corruption? Fuck no. Just like I didn't think it was inappropriate to investigate they should be investigating fucking Jared Kushner and all the shit that he got away with. I mean, but they don't do that, and you know why they don't do that? Because they're all fucking doing it.
Yeah, because they always say Trump's on his last leg, blah, 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 and then like, oh, he's like a cat with 9 lives,
Yeah,
blah,
but they're
blah,
all
blah.
doing the same shit, you know what I mean? And like...
It's true, why would you go after him? Did you see those senators when they were like, or not senators, sorry, it was congresspeople? It was congressmen or whatever, some Republican congressmen are freaking out because they're releasing the tax returns of the Trump, and he was flipping out, and he's like, what are they going to do, ask for the Supreme Court justices to do it too? And we're like, yeah, why not?
But in the end of the day, they released the tax returns and there was like nothing there.
No.
There was like, they made a fucking huge big deal about this shit. And there was nothing fucking there. He paid $1 million in taxes the first year, and then after that he didn't pay any taxes because he wasn't making any money and he was claiming it as a fucking loss. Which I'm sorry, every single fucking person with like any kind of money, this is what they do. No, I agree, but it's legal. It's not a crime.
That's the point. That is the crime.
But it's like,
I get you.
Yeah, he committed no fucking crimes. Like he said it. He's like I'm very smart. And I mean, he's not, but. You know what I mean? And so they make this big fucking deal about all this shit, and then nothing ever comes of it.
What's the hype?
It is all fucking hype. I mean, we're talking about it now, but I just find it really frustrating that that they're going on about this fucking the documents has fucking wrecked my head because they went fucking ballistic on the Trump documents, and at the time I said this is all bullshit. These documents are all bullshit. Yeah. This whole national security fucking shit, it's nonsense, man. I mean, like, what the fuck does the United States have to fear about national security? Is someone gonna fucking come and invade? Is somebody gonna go and fucking, like, take out their agents abroad? Do you think anybody's gonna fucking do that? Are you basically saying
we got big balls, big weapons, come get us, kind of?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, is anybody gonna fucking do that? I mean, honestly. You think that like the Russians don't have information on these fucking guys? You know, if the guys are in Russia, you think they don't know these guys are fucking American agents or U.S. agents? Of course they fucking do, but they're not gonna fuck with them because they know that the repercussions are not worth fucking whatever these fucking morons are learning, if they're learning anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The intelligence agencies are they're a gigantic fucking circle jerk, man. You know, there's like a fucking money extraction system for the fucking this like sort of elite political class. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Classified documents are a fucking joke. I mean, I'd love to see them unclassify, declassify the whole Kennedy all the Kennedy files, man. I'd love to see that shit, man. Or declassify all of MK Ultra. Or all of COINTELPRO, because they haven't done that yet.
No, well, they're not going to.
You know, they're like, you know, if you know what you're looking for.
I mean, you could declassify shit from the Civil War, maybe, and that wouldn't piss people off.
I'm sure there's still shit classified from the Civil War.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure too. Yeah, sure.
I just think
like there's no way because they know if they declassified the Kennedy shit, especially like around that time, Martin Luther King, all the shit that's going on, we're fucked.
Speaking of which, it's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, sorry. Did you see that statue?
Which?
No, nothing. I'm not even gonna into it. It's very inappropriate.
The what?
The statue they fucking did for Martin Luther King. It's.
Did they? I didn't see it.
I don't know what you're gonna say. Really.
What happened? They made a statue for him?
Yeah, it's like a little monument-ish kind of thing.
Well, they've completely fucking sterilized his fucking history.
Yeah, they have.
You know what I mean? Just like they sterilized Rosa Parks.
What is that?
What the fuck
You
is that?
should put this up, sorry, because we can't really.
Yeah, I'll put that up. Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Get the
It's
fuck
called
out
The
of
Embrace.
Here. Jesus Christ.
Nobody understands what's going on.
I think fucking, I don't know if that was a dream Martin had, but I don't think that was the dream.
It's weird,
that was
right?
the nightmare, man.
What is that?
I don't fucking know.
Is it not scary?
It looks like something out of like a fucking a Wes Anderson fucking horror movie.
It's,
you know what I mean?
fucking. It's in Boston too.
Oh well. Jesus fucking Christ! You know what I mean? The least racist city in America.
No, of course. It's really the nation's oldest public park. Yeah, this is honoring him and his wife supposedly.
Oh really? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I guess it's supposed to be depicting the time that he embraced her when he figured out he was winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
His wife, Greta.
Which, like, the Nobel Peace Prize is another thing. It's just been completely, like, it's devoid of any fucking
meaning or
prestige
anything.
at all now because, like, Obama got one and then
It's supposed to be
and
that. Like,
Henry
that's a
Kissinger
beautiful
got-
picture.
Yeah, it is a beautiful picture. Why
That
don't you just put that up?
Why did you just put that up there?
Yeah, anyway. I'll put them both up on the thing.
Please put that both up, because that, I mean, this one, it feels weird, that picture. Anyways, moving on. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, happy Martin Luther King Day.
I
Martin Luther
guess.
King Day, yeah. But, you know, and again, I'm sorry. I mean, I just, you know, I was excited about to talk about the document thing because I just find the whole thing is just such a fucking, it's just like it's a show, man.
So, like, over the holidays, that's what you got all excited about? That was your like, guilty pleasure, basically?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Well,
mine was the Kevin McCarthy thing.
Oh, that was, again, and that was another, like, it just was just fucking so stupid.
But it was fun to watch. It was fun. Did you see his faces? Did you see the, like, fight that broke out?
Well, it wasn't a fight.
It was
was
a little bit of
hardly
a
fight, man.
They
One
were,
guy
like,
grabbed the
pumping
other one
her
like that. I
chest.
was like, oh.
He was like, hold me
It was
back.
like, yeah, exactly. It was like that hold me back, like that fucking shit you did when you were in 7th grade.
I love, yeah, hold me back. Okay,
Get
we'll hold
the
you back. I was
fuck
like, we'll
outta
let you
here,
go.
man.
We'll let you go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't stop holding
It
me
was
back.
ridiculous.
It was hilarious. Do you know what's funny? Is every time, this is the second time I've heard this from that Matt Gaetz dude, is that he really isn't into money and politics, even though he's a rich kid or whatever. When I heard that, he's really, you know that, right?
Is he not?
No, he's not. He's really not. He's really against that. And you know what? It might be a simple thing of the fact that I think Kevin McCarthy is the biggest fundraiser.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a comment about that, right? That's a really easy fucking lane to take because you can be as against money and politics all you want because it's going nowhere and they know it's going nowhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you can look all noble and shit for being against money and politics, but Citizens United made money and politics like a forever fucking thing. In 2006, I think it was.
Okay.
Was the Citizens United decision, which said that that money equals speech and you can't deny speech.
Wow.
That's what Citizens United. It was a Supreme Court decision.
Yeah, but
that
money equals speech and you can't deny speech.
And
Fucking
unlimited
hell.
money to be like, you know, you could put unlimited money
So
into
if you're
fucking
broke,
campaigns.
No speech.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's
Well, that's
the way it
enough of a
works.
lesson. We should just all shut the fuck up and go home anyways.
Yeah,
That's it.
So,
They won it.
So for Matt Gaetz to come out like you know, that's
He's
really,
been doing that
yeah.
though. He has, to be fair, I don't think he actually takes money from donors, like from big corporate donors.
I don't know.
I can't prove it.
We'll have to look into that.
Look into that.
I'll
But
look
he
into
comes
that.
out with it a lot, and so I did like watching that little fight with him. Not that I was on his side. I mean, I think he's kind of. Is he like? I don't want to say that. Is he like a predator or some shit?
Yeah, remember
I don't know.
He had like the like his like was his nephew or some shit like that. It was a Latino kid that.
Oh, that was
had,
hilarious. No, he said that was my son.
It was his son, but it
This
wasn't.
is his ex-girlfriend's
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
He was like 17 living.
Yeah,
with
and he
him.
was like hanging out. It was very fucking strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. No,
that
but
was
also I
very
think he
odd.
got charged with like he possibly got charged or was investigated
for
having sex with minors and trafficking them around state lines. Oh,
yeah.
and yeah.
He just liked to hang out with young people.
casual.
Yeah.
Very casual.
I don't know what his status is in terms of taking money off of like donors, but
Apparently not.
I'll check it out.
Then again, he does come from a really like fucking wealthy, like, you know, Florida family. I think his dad kind of runs.
I suppose, and like, you know, and like in I don't know what district he's in, but in his congressional district, I'm sure it is like so firmly in the fucking Republican sort of thing that he doesn't need to run.
He doesn't need to run.
You know what I mean? Like the likes of, like, you know, Nancy Pelosi hasn't run a campaign in fucking 20 fucking years.
For what?
Yeah, she's no need to run. I mean,
she's like the goat.
There's somebody ran against her last year, or in 2020, Shahid Buttar. Was it 2022 or 2020? I can't remember.
Okay.
He ran against her, and it was just like, I mean,
empty.
He was up against it, but even though he was up against it, was never gonna fucking do anything. They still fucking smeared him and totally went for him 100%.
Even the idea that you would think you could do that.
Yeah, so I mean, they have these like districts that are just so gerrymandered and so, like, you know, like,
I think New York Democrats are hard fucking core.
Yeah, they are, except they lost a Long Island district.
What I enjoyed over the holidays, that George Santos thing. That was amazing.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
I mean, he lied about everything.
Yeah, but
and
like,
I was like, well, they all lie
but there's like nothing they can do about it. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
that's my point, right? What's the point of these people?
There is none.
Yeah. Because he lied about every single aspect you could lie about for going to politics.
I mean, they fucking get up on TV and talk about.
He might have lied about being gay.
They get up on TV and talk about, like, you know,
honesty,
our democracy and all this shit every fucking time every chance they get. But there's no fucking democracy there. I mean, like, you know, once they get there, they don't fucking do anything. They all work for the same fucking, you know,
but
like,
he's like a regular
100
dude.
or so fucking corporations.
But he's a regular guy. Like, he's not affluent. He doesn't come from some big family. They figured that all out. It's a lie. I don't know how he got that supposed $700,000 into his account. But I mean, like, I don't care that much because I mean, there's worse money.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, he'll probably win again.
Well, I don't know.
You know, but God, who knows?
But how is it that you could lie about? I mean, I guess it does not matter to me if somebody's gay or straight running for politics. But how could you lie about being gay, where you went to school, what jobs you had? You're like being Jewish.
He lied about being gay, that he was gay when he actually wasn't gay, or something like that.
Something like that.
Some fucking weird shit. I don't fucking.
Because he was married to a woman up till the year before he got elected.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Maybe he was gay in the closet, and that's fine too. But I mean, it was like.
Who knows?
But that's the standard. I mean, it's just it's true. Like,
but you remember that guy, like back in 2020? I think it was 2020, or was it the runoff vote or whatever? That Roy Moore guy in Alabama. Yeah. He was like a serial child fucking predator.
Yeah, he didn't lie.
And he barely lost the election. We lost the election by, like, you know, like 1,000 votes. It was just like, you know, like.
Well, this is when they talk about tribalism. This is something else.
Yeah,
tribalism's a little bit more
that
honest.
Country is fucking, it's a disaster. I mean, it really is. It's like, I'm so glad I don't fucking live there anymore. I'm so glad I have like a passport that lets me fucking live somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I find really interesting about it, actually? It's like, now that the veil has come up, you know, and it's like, doesn't matter as much anymore. The lies are, I don't care anymore, right? Mm. It's kind of like showing you the decay is so deep that it's probably the end anyways.
Yeah.
And so, like, they don't even care. Like, everyone who was supposed to get their money got it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter anymore, you know? Because, like, it's crazy to me, like, even for the Republican Party, I'm like, yeah, but... I mean, I think the Brazilian government is after George Santos for some check.
Yeah, there was some fucking weird fraud thing that he was accused of doing.
That was like, he took that 10 years ago. That's it, over. Like, imagine Anthony Weiner now. It just breeze through that shit.
I fucking wish he'd gotten elected as mayor of New York. That would have been fucking so quality, man.
Why?
He was my guy for that, man. I really he was the most New York fucking dude I'd ever fucking seen, man.
Why?
I just loved him.
Why?
I must have shown you that fucking clip of him arguing with the guy in the fucking Jewish deli, the Jewish bakery in fucking Regal Park in Queens. It was fucking fantastic.
I forget there was a line in it. You said something.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. I'll find it again. It's so funny, man. He was just like.
What's her name? Maria Bonanova? What's her name?
Maria Bartiromo. fucking most horrible fucking like deep Queens accent I've ever heard in my fucking life, man. Like Elmhurst and Queens and shit, man. It's fucking most horrible, shitty ass.
That is
fucking,
such a commitment.
You know, like from the shittiest Italian.
I feel like you dated this girl.
Fucking like.
Did you date her?
Well, not her, but like you know.
You dated this woman.
Yeah,
a version of her.
Yeah, a version of her for sure.
Oh my God! You just—it's so deep. It's so crazy.
Oh man, just fucking from like. Fucking some shitty place like Elmhurst in Queens and shit, like, you know, fucking like second generation Italian, like, you know, like in some fucking shitty ass fucking mafia hoodlums, fucking like Sammy the Bull Gravano's neighborhood or some shit like that, man. And I don't know, somehow she got into the other gangster racket, which was the fucking stock market.
Oh my God.
She was like the TV. Like, you know, because when I was working in fucking, when I was a kid, when I was working as a teenager, when my dad got me a job and working in Wall Street, like, Wall Street guys now are like, you know, they have MBAs and shit like that. But back then, they were like Wolf of Wall Street scumbags who just were like fucking good at selling shit, who had absolutely no morals and no scruples and didn't give a shit. So they were all New York guys. They all had fucking Queens and Brooklyn accents. Everybody in the office was like a Goomba. You know what I mean? And she fits in perfectly. And she fit in perfectly. And she would have started in the 80s, man. I'm gonna fucking go back and see her first fucking job. I think her first job was like, definitely was like in the early 80s, late 80s. I mean, she's probably my age, so she would have been like a very young fucking person, like on TV, I think it was CNBC. It was like one of the first business channels.
You're absolutely killing me.
Yeah.
You really just hate this woman.
But it's like that, those fucking people were like, you know, they were the original Wall Street scumbags, right? And then sort of it became like, because they were making so much money, all the fucking educated assholes wanted to get involved. They saw Wall Street, not the Wolf of Wall Street, but Wall Street, the one with fucking Charlie Sheen and Michael Douglas, Gordon Gekko, Read is Good, and they all fucking bought into that fucking, like not realizing that Oliver Stone was fucking making a fucking satire of that. Yeah. But they all fucking like embraced that as if that was a noble thing to
Brooklyn, New
aspire
York.
to. Yeah, it's just Brooklyn. Whereabouts? Does it say where in Brooklyn?
No, it does not. But I mean, I can't even say her name.
Bartiromo.
Bartiromo.
Yeah.
God, you're killing me. 1967.
So she's a little bit younger than me. Same age as my brother. My brother's born in '67. So she would have been, you know, 87. She would have been like the sort of late '80s. She would have started.
You're dead right.
She would have started in CNBC.
You're
I
dead
remember.
right.
Yeah.
Diker Heights in Brooklyn.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm okay.
Her mother worked as a clerk in an off-track betting parlor.
Yeah, and her dad fucking broke people's fucking legs when they didn't pay their fucking gambling debts.
Her mother's family was Argento, Sicily, yeah. Her grandfather, Carmine.
She's fucking made up, I'm telling you. She's in the fucking, I'm telling you. She
went
is
to Bay Ridge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you.
Wow.
She's fucking, I'm telling you, she is fucking so connected.
Right, she got a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism from,
yeah, what year did you get that, though?
1989.
Oh, okay, all right.
So she did something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I remember her. I mean, I remember watching her.
She worked on the stock exchange, you're right, actually.
Yeah, I do remember her. You know, I remember her being.
Oh my God, you're right. CNBC. How the fuck you got that so
I just
right?
remember her, man. She's like, because I remember watching it, and I was like, I cannot believe they have this fucking, this Brooklyn fucking bruiser of a fucking woman on fucking national television. And how is anybody in fucking Iowa taking fucking advice from this fucking? What you need to do is you need to buy some Bear Stearns, you know what I mean? Get that in your fucking portfolio, because I'm Maria Bartiromo. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Bada bing. I'm spitting now, sure.
We should take a break for your brain.
That's so fucking. I mean, I went to fucking college with girls.
Honestly, you're killing me.
I couldn't wait to get out of. It was so nice to get out of New York, and I went to fucking UMass, and like, okay, they had like you know, different accents, but because they were different to me. They were kind of cute and sexy. You know what I mean? I always still to this day find the Boston accent quite sexy.
Wow.
But that fucking Brooklyn accent, Jesus Christ, man, fuck off, man, get away from me. I feel like you're gonna fucking beat the shit out of me, man. You know what I mean? If I don't make you come, you're gonna fucking break my arm. You know what I mean? Because the pressure, the pressure was too much, man. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Holy shit, what happened today?
Sorry.
I was just crying. It's just the way that you say her name.
Fucking hell.
Maria Bartiromo. The way you say her. I'm sorry.
telling you, man.
I can't even keep my composure. I'm just fucking bawling over here. It's just too funny. Bear Stearns.
Yeah, but I see her interview people. It's just fucking. I saw her interview with fucking Matt Taibbi. I couldn't fucking. My head was like, get the fuck out of here.
Holy shit, you can't. I just want to get a video of her like singing like John Legend, Imagine, or something, just to piss you up. Okay,
We'll
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so yeah. I mean.
Oh wow. Anyways.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to say that maybe, obviously, you have Maria Bartiromo, I can't say her name. You have stuff like that going on, and then you have like this Kevin McCarthy thing. It's like, you're just giving up. They're like, I saw something on MSNBC probably just came up. It was like, oh, if the Republicans can't hold on to the House 2024, then nothing's getting done. I'm like, nothing's getting done.
Nothing's getting done anyway.
We're talking about.
Nothing got done when you had both fucking things. You know what I mean?
Talking about a year away, and it's like the veil is just like, it's all up, it's done, it's over.
Yeah.
Which I wonder what that means, It's just the end.
Well, they just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they honestly just don't give a shit anymore. I mean, they're like, they've got their like, they just get up and talk on TV about this shit that they can't do because these guys are bad, and that's all they're gonna. I mean, And I heard one of the Democrats going on about how, like, you can't just have these investigations for the sake of having investigations.
Oh, well.
I'm like, lads,
Okay.
you've been doing this for 6 fucking years.
Yeah, you gotta chill out.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Of course they're going to start investigating everything on your side. Like, fucking get ready for fucking a year of Joe Biden or Hunter Biden.
They knew that, though. They've been told.
Yeah, get ready for a year of Hunter Biden fucking laptop fucking investigations. Get ready for a year of these document fucking top secret fucking investigations. Get ready for, God knows what. Maybe they'll bring Benghazi back. Who the fuck knows?
Benghazi?
Yeah.
We've had our time there.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Well, that to me seems something a little bit more significant.
Well, but they should actually really investigate fucking Benghazi and see what the fuck was really going on, in that they were using fucking Benghazi as a fucking conduit to send weapons to fucking Syria.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? They were fucking. They were trafficking fucking weapons through that fucking Benghazi to give them to fucking like Al Qaeda fucking or not necessarily Al Qaeda, but ISIS or whatever the fuck.
Like
but
whoever was
fundamentalist
fighting.
Muslim fucking whatever you want to call them, rebels or fucking fighters or whatever the fuck. They were giving them that shit.
Hillary Clinton just admitted recently, which is like hot thanks, was that they're responsible for Al Qaeda, the United States. She just admitted it, but it was in a way that it was like.
So what?
Bitch, it was like we just went through, like, bitch.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Like we've already been through this, but she also did it in a way that you're just like, fuck off, like, we knew this. Like you're not admitting, like, nobody can touch this lady.
No.
And
no. I mean, her fucking husband should be in prison.
She probably should be too.
Well, she probably should be too, but her fucking
But I
husband
don't mean it in the way like that Trump says, you should be in jail. It's like, I don't.
I mean,
well,
speaking of fucking which, I just thought about this the other day, right?
Oh.
Ghislaine Maxwell's in fucking prison now. I was just reading this article about she's teaching fucking yoga.
No, she's not.
And no, I swear to God, she's teaching yoga in the prison, right? In the prison she's in. She's teaching yoga and like finishing classes for like women how to be like, high class birds. Because she's a high class bird from
jump she was. I mean, Robert Maxwell's her dad, right?
Right, and I was like, listen to this thing. I was like, you know what? Yeah, Robert Maxwell's daughter. I'm thinking, you know what? Like, she's gone to jail for sex trafficking.
Right.
Sex trafficking to whom?
I agreed.
We don't know. So how can you go? It's like she went to jail for sex trafficking, like young girls, to.
It'd be amazing if Hillary Clinton jumped on that. I was like, I'm going to find out who she's sex trafficking. Let's get those guys. She'll have to roll over, but.
You think Hillary Clinton's going to get? You think she's ready to start investigating that shit?
That's what I think would be clever.
Yeah, she's going to get. Which I wouldn't put that past her.
I wouldn't either.
To investigate everybody except her fucking husband, and have her husband not.
She could just ask him for the crib note. She could just
up.
be like, "So who was there?"
Yeah.
She could. No, but I mean, like, it's just. That is to me.
It'll all be Trump. It'll be Trump. It'll be all Trump. If the Hillary Clinton investigator be like, it was all Trump. That's how we knew it was all Trump.
She really thought she was playing chess against this dude, or she was playing checkers, and he just fucked her up, Trump.
Yeah,
fucked her
well,
up.
but
She's such an asshole. She's so removed from her humanity.
yeah, but like, you know, like she was the worst person to fucking run against him, because everything you could say against him, you could also say against her husband,
Yeah.
and that left her in a position where she had no ammunition to fucking fire at him. I told you about the fucking...
No, but she has, the women he put up in the front. Yeah, but she also has no humanity.
No, she's not. She's like a fucking
Like the way
robot,
that she
man.
relates to people.
No, she's like a fuck. And it's like,
I'm not even into that.
that fucking laugh is just fucking.
I'm not
holy
even saying
shit,
about
man.
that. I just think that you're a woman. You're a woman for so you're running on this thing that you're going to be the first one. But it's like she read the speech what she would have read when she won, and she's gone through all these things. She was abandoned and blah blah blah, and had this thing. You don't hear about that shit. You only heard about that after she lost to make you feel bad.
I was really disappointed. I watched that fucking Hillary, the what's it called?
Did you watch it?
No, the documentary the two of them did.
The Chelsea and her.
Chelsea and her, yeah. It's called fucking like Strong or fucking some shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's
or
something weird.
Brave or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's about women who are like gutsy. It's called Gutsy.
Gutsy.
And there was one with Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, oh, please talk about your pussy. Please talk about your pussy, please. But you didn't.
She didn't.
I was really upset with that one. I really wanted to
why
hear.
were they talking
I
to
really
her?
wanted to hear Hills and Chelsea go on about their wet ass pussies, and it was like, no. It was
Why?
Something to do with Megan Thee Stallion's
When she got shot?
getting, or maybe her mom or some shit like that.
Her mom was a rapper, but her getting shot in the feet?
Yeah, I can't.
That's pretty crazy.
I was very disappointed that there was no fucking talk of wet ass pussies.
No
I
wops.
really wanted to hear Hillary Clinton, like just even sing a few fucking verses of it. That would have been better than fucking Ben Shapiro, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Could have been no more proof that he's the biggest.
Oh, how about
nerd.
that other fucking asshole, Andrew Tate? Have you seen this guy?
Yeah, but he told everybody.
Yeah, I like.
Why were we surprised? But like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Owned.
Like,
that is owned. He was owned.
I'm trafficking. I'm sex trafficking women. I dare you to arrest me. And now they've arrested him, and he's going, "How dare you arrest me?" It's like, dude, you fucking said.
But he's doing the best thing in the world. The Matrix got him.
Yeah. And he had moved to Romania because it was like so much better to be there. Now Romania's like throwing the fucking book at him.
Well,
I think it's hilarious. And he's a moron as well.
To be fair,
He's a
the
fucking
Romanians handled the investigation of him much better than the Americans handled
But
the
you know what?
investigation of Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah.
Because I'm like,
absolutely, yeah, no question about it.
he's not going out. He's not getting out.
But like my question is like, how do fucking women keep fucking falling for assholes like this, man?
How do men keep falling for assholes like this?
No, but this is what I mean. But so you had this guy, and then like before that you had fucking, remember that guy like
the game theory.
But there was the other guy from the fucking, remember the guy from the fucking the Girls Gone Wild guy? Remember that?
Joe.
Yeah,
Joe
I can't remember his
something.
fucking. It was like, and these guys are just, they're obviously such fucking assholes. But I suppose like women I know would never fucking give guys like that the time of fucking day.
Well, you don't know that. Depends on how lonely. We all have our moments.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, but you're also talking to the fact that like I was reading a lot about stuff about this, and Vice started doing some stuff about him again, which whatever. But it was like, you know what? There's a lot of men who feel left behind, and they flock that dude.
Yeah, this is the point. He hits valid points. It's like men feel really fucking disenfranchised.
Yep.
And
especially
like
young white men.
Yeah, he's not fucking.
He's not off.
He's not wrong there, but he's using that as like as a tool to fucking.
As abuse.
Yeah, to put himself ahead, to get ahead himself,
I mean,
and not to fucking.
The Top G network, the Hustlers vibe, the network.
Hustlers,
if you're selling to
Hustlers University.
Please shut the fuck up. I mean, it's like very Trump-esque. Not like they're the first. It's not that fucking difficult.
No.
To like set up a fucking MLM kind of scheme.
There was a book when I was a kid that was like, it was like super popular.
Yeah.
How to pick up girls. And it was basically the same shit.
Was it the Pickup Artist book?
The
Pickup Artist Handbook?
I think it was just called How to Pick Up Girls. I don't know. I didn't have it, but I knew it was like a thing.
Because there was one when I was in university. It was called like The Game.
Because I was already a fucking top player anyway.
You were a top G.
I was top G.
You were a prof at the Hustlers University.
Hell yeah! And
get your tenure, buddy.
But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, so like this shit has always been around. It's just like, and it's like the same sort of that whole fucking, like the society we live in is fucking so hollow and empty that it creates all these fucking empty people, and they need something to fill the fucking void. So they look at a guy like this with all his cars and his bitches and shit, and he's like, you know, he's a fucking, like, you know, he's something for them to look up to, and basically he just sucks money out of them.
Well, he's also talking to them.
Yeah, and he's talking to them. Yeah,
That's the problem.
which nobody else is.
Nobody else is.
Yeah, which is true.
Do you know if there was? I'm sure if there was a dude who's like, listen, guys, like, I don't know, like.
Well, it's Jordan Peterson. You know, you tell them to go home, make their fucking
But
bed.
I mean, you're not going to listen
Go
to
clean
somebody
up your room.
fucking cry.
Go clean
You
your
can't
room.
listen to that dude's. That dude's off the rocker, like off his rocker, whatever.
Yeah, he's
You can't.
fucking.
Nobody's listening to him for more than he had his moment. Oh my God.
Anyway, that was our first show back after a month.
How different do you think 2023 is going to be?
I think it's gonna be pretty much the same.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean? We might get another pandemic.
No, why?
I don't know.
Why would you say that?
Because they're knocking another one out. They've got this fucking C3PO fucking variant and shit that they have in fucking states now.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I have no prediction for what. I mean, like nothing good is gonna fucking. No, I mean, I don't think anything good is gonna come. You know, I think it's gonna be a while before anything good comes. I think we're all gonna fucking have to struggle a little bit more. Prices are gonna fucking continue to spiral up.
that too. That's true. Things are expensive.
You know, and everybody's gonna fucking have to tighten their fucking belts a bit. And the very rich are gonna get very much richer, and the very poor are gonna get very much poorer. And hopefully something cracks. The pressure builds and something cracks. But I couldn't say what it's gonna be and where it's gonna be and
I'm super glad that you don't invest in New Year's resolutions.
No, I don't. I stopped drinking. I haven't had a drink in 2 weeks.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing.
You know.
Is that like a forever thing? It's whatever.
It's a one day at a time kind of vibe. You know,
Thank
I'm
you.
not in the program, but it's like, you know, it's a one day at a time.
You know what I like about that? It's just like you get up, you see how you feel.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And you know, I feel like I quit drinking not last year, but the year before, for the whole winter, and I felt fucking great. So I think I might try and do it again.
I know somebody who went and tried to do dry January, which I have all respect for. Do whatever, you know, for your health. But I think last Friday they broke. Whoa.
Yeah, it can get messy.
It's too much pressure, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you can't make resolutions and can be in the same like.
This wasn't a resolution. This came by as a. I had planned on like you know slowing down a bit, but then I had a little bit of an incident, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna fucking just.
Well, you know the thing is like I find that if like you make these resolutions, it's better to have more like a realization that something is like that's really what you did.
Yeah, I said, you know what,
what?
You know, I've been good. I was working on this fucking. I've always wanted, like, one of the things I want to take off the fucking box. I'm going to be 60 this year, right? And I've always wanted to write a fucking book. And I'm working on writing a book. I'm like 13,000 words into it, which is probably about, I don't know, 20%, maybe between 15 and 20% there. So I'm like.
Are you revealing what it's about or no?
Well, it's kind of like I kind of did already on one other thing. It's like kind of a sci-fi book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
this guy finally gets a chance. He's always wanted to be an astronaut. It's like he finally gets a chance to go to the moon, and then it's what happens then on the moon to him, right?
It's Elon Musk, isn't it?
Well, not really. It's kind of it's kind of like takes all that shit that's going on now here, but then I move like 6 or 7 years in the future, so it actually takes place like 6 or 7 years in the future, and right now. Even today, I knocked out 3,000 words today. I was fucking delighted. Today, I've got the male character and which is like the main character, and the main female character, who's just like his wife, kind of love of his life, and they're married and then they're separated by the time the whole thing happens, right?
Right.
But it's their background story, so I'm working on their backstory, and they just met.
Wow.
They just met they met 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They met in '96 and they hook up in '99.
Okay.
But they kind of work and they know each other and stuff, and they stayed in touch after their first meeting and blah blah blah. And now's when they hook up.
Okay.
So I've gotten there. So now I've got like a load of fucking dialogue to write, which
is that weird? Because you kind of go through it with your characters.
Yeah.
The excitement of it.
Yeah,
even
it's
though
really
you
hard.
know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that because it's really hard to write that dialogue, that intimate dialogue between two people. You know what I mean? And like
not be forced and not be weird.
And like my relationships have never been we never gone let's go on a few dates and then thing in terms of the relationship. My relationship's always been like, oh, I met you here and one thing led to another.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and do a little bit of that, but a little bit of the fucking traditional dating. I don't know what the fuck is. We'll see what happens here. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
So I'm having fun with that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much that's where I am for. That's my project for.
That's a great
for the new year.
focus.
Yeah, because it's my fucking bucket list. Is I really want to have a. I want to, even if I have to publish it myself.
Why
even
not?
If I self-publish it, you know what I mean?
Why not?
Yeah, get it out there.
Why not?
So.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah. I'll